Hi, and welcome to Flyfish Fly Tying. Thanks for all the new subscriptions on my channel, the likes, the dislikes, the comments. Today I will show you how to tie a very easy surf candy pattern, a Sandeel imitation. So let's start tying. So I use a mono thread and you just do your ground windings, and to not bore you too much, I really time-lapse this. So then you want to have some flash. I think there is I don't think, I know. There is a material list at the end of the video. So if you're interested in which materials I used and you want to have a list, you will find it at the end of the video. So tie in your flash. And as you know, I don't like too much flash in flies. I will not explain more. You see in the intro, I think I changed it a little bit. So I want to make sure that I show some flies I have tied in the past, and there's videos on the flies so you recognize them, and if you like you can click it. So here I use some Naiad, which I really like as a material. It's a natural material. It's from the snowshoe rabbit, I think, in white, and you just use this for technically the surf candy Sandeel pattern belly. Yeah, cut off all materials, and as usual there's no tie without some complications, so you will see me having some difficulties tying this fly, even though that's a very easy fly to tie. So now I use a Naiad, whatever it is, some American can teach me, in brown. So, and I will add a second layer. So this is a layer which shows up at the back of the fly. And now I give it some more of the chartreuse fibers, green fibers. So I really like some color, but I also like natural flies. So I'm not a big fan of these very pink flies, very flashy flies. So want to make sure not too much UV enhancement. So, you know, I see a lot of flies like if you hit a UV light on them, it's like they are spotting crazy. I really like if it's a little more natural. So, okay, make sure your fibers pull straight back, and you see me, here's what I mean tying with complications. So I should wind my thread back to the eye of the hook. So as I do here, and technically anyway, same mistake happens. So it's a little long material, so it takes a little time, but don't worry, we get it done. So now you create a little bulb, which does not really help here to keep the Naiad, whatever, in the place. Sorry for my German English. So pull out some fibers, because you will glue, technically, as you know, the head of the fly with these surf candy Sandeel patterns. Yeah, you know, I like stroking my flies. No, I'm joking, but okay. So do your whip finish, and you're already done with the tying part of the fly. So now the gluing part starts, and I use some UV resin here. Why this fly originally was made with epoxy. So, but epoxy, as you know, make colors over time, and then it does not have the clear finish, while UV resin does not. Yeah, you see I try to cut some shorter fibers which are in the way, because it does not look that great. And now we start gluing. Technically, if you glue flies and if you start this, really start slow. So better to add more layers than just one. And you see me, I think, doing 3 layers here. So, but this is like just the layer to keep the fibers in place where I want to have them. And you know, I do that carefully, both sides, on the back, on the belly part of the fly. So just to make sure, once I cure the resin here, that they stay where I want to have them. And yeah, you can bring it to arts and adjust in this phase, but once you hit the light, it cures pretty quick and there's not much chance to change anything. Yeah, this looks medium nice, I think. So now I put some extra eyes on it, and so this is, I think, 5mm eyes. You can use whatever eyes you have, so just place them. So, and I put a spot of UV glue below them. Now I press them down with my dubbing needle end, just to make sure they stay in place. And I do the same on the other side. So put a little UV resin, adjust the eyes that they're as much equal as you can get them. Anyway, fish just sees the fly from just one side, so don't worry. But you know, the eye of the human eats the fly as well, so you want to put it on your line. So that's why I think you want to have it as nice as you can do it. So adjust a little bit, cure it with your resin. So once you press this down, so I do that because otherwise if they stand up, you need to put more UV resin to build the rest of the head of the fly. So now you see me adding a lot of UV resin. You know, if you do that, it's a big benefit if you have a rotating vise, but I think most of the vices here available in the market are rotating. Take your time, and you know, you can always use your dubbing needle or the applicator of your UV resin to adjust the resin where it should be. And rotating helps. So once you have it in the place where it is, so just, you know, rotate and it will stay technically there. So I adjust some fibers which are in the way to get a very nice finish. Add another layer of the thin UV resin. So I use a Solaris, by the way. I'm not paid by anyone, so I buy all the stuff I'm using here myself. And you see it builds a little bulb sometimes if I start, you know, applying the glue, the resin on the fly. But you can adjust with your applicator or dubbing needle. So, and once you start rotating, it really goes where you want to have it. And take your time. So if it's not where you want to have it, don't cure it, so that you still can adjust. And you know, sometimes you take some material away. Okay, I think now I hit it again with the UV light, it cures. And then there is, by the Solaris, which I really like, they have the UV resins give a little like stickiness to the fly due to the chemical reaction. So, and they have some kind of a very, very, very thin fluid varnish, which I apply here. You find it in the material list, but you also could use simple like normal varnish. So just to make the head not sticky. And yeah, so I think the fly is more or less done. So thanks for watching my video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I'm appreciating every new subscriber. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.